I'm conservatory. Are you ready to ride? Just kidding. I'm Lily. And thank you for coming to my first show called Let's Ride Go, Let's Ride Let's Go Ride with Lily and Mandy. Welcome to my foolish mortal friend Mandy.
Hello! Hi, Lily!
Hi.
It looks like tonight that I get to be your ghost host. Isn't that exciting? So we just want to do a quick thank you and hello to everyone that's out there with us tonight in the chat, and we appreciate and love you all for being here. But we're not going to say hi to everybody individually because, we've got a lot of graves to cover. Oh, I meant ground. We have a lot of ground to cover tonight. So let's get started. Lily, can you talk a little bit about what we're here to do tonight and how this kind of idea came to be?
I wanted to do this show because I watched Dad and Cake Store the 927 show and I wanted to do a show also. I wanted to cover something I love. Walt Disney World rides. Each month we want to take a deeper look into a Disneyland with our own eyes. This month we will focus on the Haunted Mansion. Ha ha ha.
So welcome, foolish mortals.
Hello, foolish mortals.
So this ride is a great place for us to start our deep dive into Walt Disney World rides. And when I say deep dive, I mean examination, room by room, area by area. And if you can't tell already, the Haunted Mansion is both of our favorite rides. But we've also found out that there's some very interesting facts about its development and and how it has evolved over the years. So, Lily, do you want to kick off this first segment with just some information about the Haunted Mansion? And like I said, some of these things we didn't even know until we started doing some research for the show.
Yes, Mary. The Haunted Mansion is a dark ride attraction located at Disneyland, Magic Kingdom, Tokyo Disneyland, and Paris. Each location is different. The attraction Place of Raiders is at the Haunted Mansion with 999 happy haunts.
And there's always room for one more. So the Magic Kingdom version was produced in conjunction with the one in Disneyland, as they would only open 2 years apart. That meant that every single figure, prop, scenic element was produced at the exact same time, with the sole exception being Florida exclusive elements for the library and the music room. Because of this, it was the first of the park's attractions to actually complete construction and installation.
Liberty Square replaced New Orleans Square and Magic Kingdom's signs plans that also will look very different.
It did look very different than the plans because it was now intended to evoke an upstate New York, New England kind of horror story, such as the Legend of Sleepy Hollow and the works of Edgar Allan Poe. So the attraction took on a Dutch Gothic appearance that would more strongly communicate the haunted interior. So, Lily, when did the ride actually open?
The Magic Kingdom first opened on October 1st, 1971.
Wow, that's been a long time ago. And some of the Imagineers who designed it were Claude Coates, who worked on the exterior for Walt Disney World, Marco Davis, who focused on the graveyard, Rolly Crump, who focused on some of the scarier concepts, Ken Anderson, the developer of the story and the exterior concept. So some great Imagineers there. And in case you didn't know, Claude and Marco even clashed over the scary versus funny themes, leading to the final blend of spooky and silly that we see today. And Raleigh, Yale, Gracie, and Intencio handled crucial elements for special effects and concepts. But Lily, wait a minute, over the year, has it stayed the same or has anything changed?
It has changed several times over the years. In web updates in 2001 and 2011, the larger changes were become in 2011. That's when I was born. There must I have known that I was coming.
So a lot of great things happened in 2007. So after a very long refurbishment, which would incorporate some changes made at Disneyland in previous years, such as the introduction of the floating Madame Leota and the new attic bride, Miss Constance Hatchaway, as well as new things like the endless staircase and also enhanced audio and the stretching room. 2011 would also see the replacement of the Hitchhiking ghost mirror effect with some new computer generated ghosts. So we have covered some interesting history of the ride, but doing our research, we discovered some really unique things about the Haunted Mansion that most people might know, may not know. Lily, do you want to start us off with some of those unique facts?
Yes, Mandy. The Haunted Mansion is the only attraction located in 4 different lands and 4 different parks. New Orleans Square, Disneyland, Liberty Square, Walt Disney World, Fantasyland, Tokyo, Frontierland, Paris.
Wow, that's amazing. Kind of going back to the creation of the Haunted Mansion, Claude Coates actually also designed a water ride version of the Haunted Mansion where guests would float through the ruins of an old plantation house in the Louisiana Bayou. Lily, how cool would it have been to have the Haunted Mansion in a dark water ride?
Good.
Would you have preferred that versus what we have today? Or are you good with the
I
version we
have today.
Okay. So maybe it's a good thing that they didn't design that. But happy to know that that was a thought that they had. So, Lily, anything else?
Have you ever noticed how constant starts with one symbol, shaded of pearls, and ends up with five, one for each husband?
So, Lily, do you have on 5 sets of pearls?
Yes.
Should I be worried?
No.
Yeah. Well, there's another character that shows up in the Haunted Mansion, the Raven. So the Raven was originally supposed to narrate a guest journey through the Haunted Mansion, but the ghost host idea won out. Well, no longer the main character, the Raven serves as a constant visual reminder of the mansion's theme and echoes the souls that are trapped within the mansion. So you'll see the Raven appear in the stretching room, the coffin room, the seance room, and in the graveyard. So, Lily, is there anything else interesting about the graveyard?
At the graveyard scene near the end of the ride, there is a panel which is a doggy door for the taker's dog, and you can see their footprints in the queue outside the Walt Disney World Mansion.
Things I never even knew existed. I've seen the caretaker dog. No idea there was a doggy door. Lily, the next time I'm down there, you're going to have to show me where that is.
I don't know what that is.
Well, we're going to have to find it together.
Next time you ride with me.
Next time I ride with you, and the next time I ride with you, I'm going to look for this.
Yeah.
And in the attic, at the very end, before you fall into the graveyard, there is a broken window, supposedly on your right. And that's kind of to invoke that feeling of, were you pushed out a window? Or did you fall into the graveyard? Because before then, you were just simply observing the ghosts inside the mansion. But now you land in the graveyard where the music changes and it's an upbeat party, and you're unsure if they're actually celebrating your true arrival or not. And I'm going to tell you right now, I've never looked to my right. Every time I've gone through the attic, I'm focused on Constance, but I've never looked to my right. Lily, have you seen that window?
Sometimes.
Sometimes?
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Like I said, the next time we ride it, we'll have to check it out. So, just got a couple more quick, unique facts. Lily?
The music which plays in the Haunted Mansion Hall is heard in Inside Out during Riley's dream after she moves with her parents to San Francisco.
What? I've seen Inside Out a couple times. I had no idea that the Haunted Mansion music was played in there. Okay. So, how many people out there are now going to have to go rewatch Inside Out? I know I do.
I do.
So, Lily, we've learned a little bit about the Haunted Mansion and we shared that with our viewers. But are you ready?
Yes.
Let's go ride.
Let's go ride.
So, we're actually going to start in the queue. So, Lily, would you like to kick it off? What's with the ride queue?
The ride queue of attraction begins at Adventures of Levity Square come to Fantasyland. In the way, bridging the gap of the train between fantasy and real life.
Yep, and as you go along, several large crypts, as well as relocated tombstones, including a musical tombstone, implied to belong to the attraction's organist. A water and bubble emitting tomb for the sea captain of the Sinister 11 paintings, and finally a tomb for a poet with a bad case of writer's block, calling from beyond the grave for help with her rhyming. There's also a series of busts calling out for guests to solve the mystery of who murdered them. In addition to these interactive elements, some new stones and crypts pay homage to engineers and help people involved in creating the attraction. So, Lily, do you have any favorite things in the queue for this ride?
Yes. Metal border headstone, Dread family statues, and Bright ring.
Ah, the Dread family statues. So, in case you don't know, these are family members who murdered each other, hoping to gain the family fortune. So, Lily, would you like to be a part of that family?
No.
Neither would I. So, they're also one of my favorite pieces of the queue. But I will say my most favorite is the musical wall, part of the mausoleum. I love just walking up to it, hitting the different instruments, and making my own song. So, okay, Lily, is there anything about the queue that you dislike?
Long line.
Long line?
Yep.
I 100% agree with you. That is the only thing I can say is a dislike. When there's a long line, my favorite is when that queue says it's a 13-minute wait. Do you know what a 13-minute wait is?
No line.
No line. Absolute walk on. So, yes, if you ever see the queue at 13 minutes, head straight to Haunted Mansion. So, but we've now left the queue and we're going to enter Master Gracie's room, the stretching room, and kind of riding our doom buggy. So, Lily?
You enter the house into the dimly lit hallway. In a hall, there is a picture hanging above the fireplace, which shows a handsome young man, quite possibly an owner of the mansion. The ghost host welcomes us. The man picture starts to change, showing his many ages until his final days. One of the walls opens next to the picture, revealing a new room.
And once that wall opens, it lets us into a room and then immediately closes behind us. We all get to move to the dead center of the room, and the pictures on the walls begin to stretch. As these pictures stretch, we are shown the terrible fates of the people in the pictures. And then the ghost host begins to tell us that we are not much better off than the people that are in these pictures. We are trapped inside this room with no windows and no doors, and there's no possible way to escape. But guess what? We get out. And we find ourselves in a long hallway leading to a little bit shorter of a queue where we actually get to board our doom buggies. So, Lily, same questions again. Do you have any favorites in this area of the ride?
Maybe did you know how many dune buggies and are in Walt Disney World Haunted Mansion?
How many doom buggies? I would love to say 999, but I'm guessing that's not right.
160 dune buggies.
There's 160 doom buggies?
Yes.
Holy cow. I had no idea. So, okay, Lily, anything else? Favorites, interesting facts?
Costumes and Sally posters.
Oh, of course. I can see them hanging behind you.
Yep.
So, I will say my favorites are the overall narration and the stretching room. I love that. I know every word of it, and I say it every time we go through there. So, okay. Lily, dislikes. Anything in this area that you are not a fan of?
Hang your body in the ceiling.
Oh, yeah, the stretching room. The fate of the poor person when you look up. Okay. So I'm going to admit it took me way too long to look up and see that. I was always like looking at the pictures and just around the room. I never looked up until a few years ago. So I didn't even know it was there. But for me, the only dislike I have of this area is just people movement. How you're kind of just moved from room to room as a crowd. And then once you get into the room, right before you load the doom buggy, you're kind of funneled now into a regular size line. And I always feel like everybody is just squishing and pushing through there. But other than that, okay, Lily, we've boarded our doom buggy. We're going to go under a landing that features a dimly lit candle, and then we're going to enter the portrait hallway, which in the Florida version until 2007 featured all pictures of the Sinister 11 portraits with their eyes that follow you. However, in 2007, the portrait hallway was redone to be an exact copy of the one in California. So, Lily, I know this is a pretty short area, but any likes and dislikes?
My favorite is Snake Lady picture. And dislike candle era.
Why do you dislike the candle area?
It's sitting there doing nothing. Like, bling room. Take that room off.
Okay. It's just a quick little area just to turn a corner. So,
wait,
what'd you say, hon?
I'll make the hallway a little bit longer. The candle room is gone. I'll make a little bit longer hallway.
That's a good idea, Disney. You might just have to listen. Lily's got some great ideas. So, a couple of my favorites here are the pictures. I love the pictures that change from normal to scary. I love prepping very quickly to figure out how we're going to pose for our picture at that time. And I don't really have any dislikes about this area. So, okay. So once we leave this hallway, now we've talking about posing for pictures. Look at those silly folks. So once we leave the hallway, we're going to head right into the library.
We then entered the library. Some of the books are being pulled off of the shelves, with no one in sight. The book ladder slides across a beam itself, and the chairs rocking back and forth.
And it should be noted that the library is the only scene in Florida and Tokyo that is not in the Paris versions. So, interesting. And also another tidbit is the library scene is not found in Disneyland. They do a special library alcove just for the holiday overlay, but it doesn't have a library scene. So I had no idea. So Lily, we're in the library. What are some of your favorite things here?
Dumbledore chair, bus you follow you. Dislike too dark.
Too dark. I will agree with you on the bus. I love the fact that the minute you turn the corner, they'll follow you to the minute you leave. And I agree that it's too dark. This is the first of many rooms that I wish was maybe a little bit lighter, or I had a little bit more time to really soak in all the details. Because there's so much to look at. So, okay, Lily, are you ready to move on?
Yes.
Oh, look at those two characters. That's scary enough.
Who's that? Never heard of them.
So we move right on from the library. Leave that behind us. We enter a large room with features of piano. And upon closer inspection, we notice that the piano itself is playing a haunting rendition of the Screaming Song.
In Mary Diddy Down, we can see a shadow on the floor which seems to be playing a piano.
Yes, that shadow playing on the floor. One of my favorite rides, and I'll be the first to admit, it's been within the past 2 years that I looked down here. I had no idea there was a shadow on the floor. And now that's the only thing I look at as we go through that room. So, Lily, you want to give us some of your likes and dislikes for the music room?
Yep, my favorite is music and the shadow on the floor. Dislike, instruments are not moving doing anything.
Yeah, I was going to say there's a whole lot of instruments around there that are just sitting there idle. Disney could always do something with them. Once again, listen to Lily. She's got some great ideas. So for me, it's another one of those rooms where it's too dark and I wish I had more time. I want to be able to see it and kind of soak in the details here because there's so many unique things. And like I said, I've missed the big things. I missed the organist on the floor. What else have I missed? So Lily, we're going to have to write it again and again and again.
Yep.
So, okay. You ready to move on?
Yes.
Okay. So we leave the music room and climb up a stairway. Oh, more characters. I love it. So Walt Disney World features many other staircases as well. Each one going in different directions. Some are upside down, some are tilted, and some feature footsteps and candles, as well as entrances to doors. So Lily, we're in the stair room. Thoughts, faves, dislikes? What do you think about this room? Or goodbye, Lily. So she left me.
Bye. My favorite one is footprints. Just like the stairs don't move as many short.
Oh, I would agree that the footprints are amazing. And I'm going to pause right here because, Lily, I think we've got to thank Neri for sending a super chat.
Thank you, Mary.
Thank you. Thank you very much. You don't have to do that. We appreciate it. So it must be the stair room. So, Lily, those footprints are awesome. I was going to say this is another room that I feel like we move way too quickly through. I want to look, I want to absorb. And you know what, Lily? Don't you wish these moved?
Yeah, just
like the Harry Potter stairs.
Yes.
See? Lily's the one who brought that up as we were kind of talking through rooms. So Disney, listen to Lily. She's got some great ideas.
Oh, Mandy tongue out among it.
Lily, who are those two characters?
Oh.
People. Crazy people. Okay. We'll take those two crazy people along with us as we enter the hallway. Now there are... Oh, what? Yes, hon? Do you want to say something?
No.
Okay. So we're going to enter the hallway, and there are a ton of components in this hallway. So the several elements start here with the endless hallway, which in the Walt Disney World version features the Hatbox Ghost. And then you move into a conservatory containing a coffin whose occupant is trying to get out.
Let me out! Let me out!
Lily, are you stuck in that coffin?
Yep.
So we then travel down a hallway of doors with a large grandfather clock strikes 13 as an eerie shadow hand passes by. So, Lily, like I said, there's a ton of stuff in this area. Everything from the endless hallway to the Hatbox Ghost to you stuck in a coffin, to the pictures and the door knockers, and the clock. There's so much happening here. Favorites, dislikes, comments, anything on the hallway.
What's that meant for me?
My favorite is Hotbox Ghost, Wallpaper, Coffin, Endless Hallway, a Raven.
The Raven, that's right. And it's here with us tonight. Oh, I was going to say my favorite is absolutely the wallpaper. I love that. I love the endless hallway. I love the knocking doors, and I love the clock. If you're sensing this, there's not a whole lot yet that we dislike about this ride, but there is so much here that we love. Heck, the background on my phone is a picture from the endless hallway. Got KBI'd in there and got stuck. And holy cow, Lily, who are you with?
Cakey Pooh Bear!
Is that Cakey Pooh Bear?
No, he loves me.
Oh, I love these Dune Buggy photos.
Doug, you're watching the Stitches cover the cake's arm. There, and then that's his Stitch.
Okay, Lily, take us into the seance room.
Under the corridor doors, guests move into the science circle, host the Manamoda, a floating head inside a crystal ball.
And after this encounter, it seems that those happy haunts have received our sympathetic vibrations and are beginning to materialize. So, Lily, are you scared? Are you scared for what's next?
No.
No? Okay. Well, let's talk about some faves. Faves and dislikes. What do you think about this room?
My favorite is Manamoda, instruments, Ring the Bell, Raven, and 13 Book.
Ah, the Raven keeps showing up. Okay, Lily, is there anything that you dislike about this room?
Lamp over the Manamoda.
You know what? Until you said it, I've never noticed it. There's so many details that I miss. That I need, like I said, Lily, we just got to keep writing it over and over and over again. Because absolutely love this room. I love the narration. I love the Raven. I love the tambourine. But here's where I've got a serious dislike. My very first one. And it has nothing to do with the ride. It has to do with riding the ride with my husband. Because
never end a sentence with a preposition.
Exactly. Every single time. Oh, he just laughs and says that. So, Leota, you'll have to listen one of these days. Don't ever end a sentence in a preposition. So Lily, looks like those happy haunts are starting to materialize. So, believe they're going to take us into the ballroom.
From here, the Dune Buggies move up more stairs and up in the balcony overlooking the ballroom. The Dune Buggy pass the ballroom, the ghost dancing in midair through the use of the pepper dose.
Oh, and an important part of Disney history is actually located in this scene. The pipe organ on the far left side of the room is the original prop from the 1954 film 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea. And prior to the construction of the Haunted Mansion, I believe this organ was displayed over in Tomorrowland. So, didn't know that. So, Lily, there's a ton of stuff happening in the ballroom. Thoughts, opinions, faves, what you got for us?
My favorite is the Panaman and ballroom dancers.
Nice.
And my dislike, ghosts that come out the coffin.
What's wrong with the ghosts that come out of the coffin?
Scary.
They're scary? Aw. So my favorites here are the dueling pictures and the ghosts that are having dinner. And there is absolutely nothing about this room that I dislike. It is perfection, in my opinion. So, okay. But I know Lily has been anxiously waiting to get us into the attic. But before we head into the attic, I believe we've got a couple more super chats, Lily. So I believe Jim Wilson sent a super chat, and Debbie Bernfeld sent a super chat. So thank you. And guess what? So did Jason Thibodeau.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Oh, you didn't have to do that. Stop it.
Yeah, it's just like Mom.
Okay, Lily. I know this is the room you've been waiting for. Are you ready to take us into the attic?
Yes. Just into the attic, where there are shown the wedding portraits of Constance Hathaway, a bride with a habit of chopping her husband's heads. Wedding gifts are stacked through the attic along the 5 wedding portraits. Job, 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 job.
Oh, I'm hoping I can keep my head tonight. The bride, who's we all know is Constance Hathaway, is the same in each portrait, with her husband being different each time. And then in each portrait, the head of the husband slowly disappears because Lily chopped it off and reappears as the bride admits to doing each of them in. Naughty, naughty girl. So Lily, I know this is the room. Comments, thoughts, favorites, dislikes?
Favorite one is Constance wedding photo changing. Dislike so much and need more time to look at stuff. Also, I need more time to look at Constance.
I totally agree. This is one of those rooms that every time I go in, I'm trying to look all over the place until we get up to Constance. Because there's so much going on with the wedding pictures, the wedding presents, the decorations. Everything is there. And it amazes me how they basically tell her story in one room. That's just the magic of Disney. And Lily, I wish for you that you would get a chance to see Constance a little bit longer before we take that tumble out that window. So, but Lily, what are you doing there?
Oh,
Oh, so yes, that we'll get scared right before we tumble down into that graveyard.
so just go down to the graveyard full of grinning ghosts who have come out to socialize.
And guests pass a frightened caretaker and his dog. Remember, we know where that doggy door is. As we enter the graveyard, a band of musicians is playing, a quintet is singing, and many other spooks are enjoying a swinging wake. A skeletal wolf can even be seen in the background howling at the sky. So here's where we enter the whimsical part of the Haunted Mansion. So Lily, give us your thoughts on the graveyard.
My favorite is take picture, backwards fall into the graveyard. Open singer, find buzz, Reagan!
And the raven shows back up. And I'm going to tell you this, that backwards fall into the graveyard, that is the best chiropractic moment of any Disney World ride. I don't know what it is, but it feels amazing. So agree wholeheartedly there. The animals and the overall silliness of the graveyard, I absolutely love. And I love the combination of the scary and the whimsical. But Lily, is there anything about the graveyard that you don't like?
I don't like pop-up heads and shadow ghosts.
The pop-up heads. What is it about the pop-up heads that you dislike?
Look at
That they come out of nowhere?
Come of nowhere and creepy their face. They're scary.
They're scary? Okay. Well, I was going to say one of my dislikes is the shroud ghost that you mentioned. Even though I believe there is a hidden Mickey hidden there, I don't know. It feels a little out of place to me. It's not as funny and whimsical as the rest of the graveyard. It's more the scary side of things. So for me, it's just a little out of place. But, we've got some hitchhiking ghosts. Because from that graveyard, we now enter the crypt and are issued this warning. Beware of hitchhiking ghosts.
Just past a group of mirrors where the ghost seemed to sit right in the doom buggy afterward around to the unload area.
So yeah, we're getting really close to the end of the ride here. So Lily, what are your thoughts on the hitchhiking ghost in this area?
Hitchhiking of themselves, silly things to do.
They do some silly things. And I also love the fact that they know who you are based on your magic band. So if you're lucky enough, sometimes they'll put your name up there as they appear above you in your doom buggy. This is also another great opportunity for pictures. But Lily, is there anything you dislike about this area other than having to have your picture taken with cakes?
Just like those should be more interactive what introduced. Did.
I totally agree. They could do so much more with these ghosts. But I love this area, and I love the fact it's another opportunity to to catch yourself in a funny picture with the ghost. So hold on, Lily, which one there is the ghost? I can't tell. Is it the guy on the right?
Yeah. Yeah, it's on.
Once again, the guy on the right. Oh, those silly.
No, Gus isn't right. Phineas, this guy's the middle one, and Ezra, the shorter one's on the left.
Okay. Are you scared here, Lily?
No.
No? Were you just hamming it up for the camera?
Yep.
Oh, okay, Lily. It looks like we are at the end of the ride.
No. Ghost shows with little older. Early invites the guests back, tells them bring their death dedicates the next time they come. I have one from the Haunted Mansion Polar. She also tells them to hurry back.
Wow, Lily, you have your own death certificate?
Yes.
How cool is that? And I never thought I'd say that sentence. Okay. But but this is where guests learn that they will be haunted until they return. And guess what? The safety bar will be raised and a ghost will follow you home. So Lily, this is like the very last part of the ride. Comments? Favorites? Dislikes?
Okay, the one is Little Oda, hurry back, green arrow, ghost start following you home, return unloading music. loading and music.
Okay. Any dislikes?
Her face.
Oh, the little Leota face. Yes. That is probably the one biggest complaint I have, is that you can kind of turn around and see the projector for her face. That is definitely an area where Disney can do a little bit better. But I love the narration here. I love the green arrow that they show on the back of your dune buggies at the very end, right before you get out. And one of the other things that I absolutely love about this area is as you're leaving and going down the hallway, there have been situations where a cast member will hide and jump out at you and scare certain people half to death. And
That
I
is
laugh.
in no way funny. It's completely uncalled for.
It was hysterical. He didn't even see it coming. Oh, it was priceless. So, one of my favorite things about the ride. So, guess what, guys? We've reached the end. We have a ghost. They're going to follow us home. And we've reached the exit of the ride, but we're not done yet, because this ride doesn't end here. There are still bits and pieces of the Haunted Mansion that end up showing up elsewhere. So, Lily, let's talk about how things changed for the Haunted Mansion during the Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween party.
The live,
Go ahead.
the live critters in a head and talk to people lights. Oh, head to people. Talk to people. Lights. Critters in a parade. Only you times see that outside the mansion. Hitchhiking ghosts in Fantillion costumes.
Yes. This is the only time in the parks that you'll see these characters outside the mansion. That is amazing. So, Lily, what would you do for a meet and greet with the Hitchhiking Ghost or even Constance Hatchaway?
Want to meet go to the Haunted Mansion characters during the Halloween party and more merch.
More merch? Okay. Alrighty. So the Halloween party is an amazing thing. I can't let this go, Lily. I believe it was not this year's Halloween party, but the year before, where you had a pretty amazing costume.
Yeah.
I believe it kind of looks similar to what you're wearing today. And I believe we've got some pictures of it. Look at this. How amazing was that, Lily?
That's amazing.
Did they try to keep you in the mansion?
Yes.
Well, I'm glad they didn't. Aw. But you know what? A little raven told me also that you have had another Haunted Mansion experience, and you got to spend a week on the Disney Treasure. And I believe that's where you got your death certificate. So tell us a little bit about the Haunted Mansion parlor on the Disney Treasure.
That's amazing. Polar Amber, you guys go in there. Oh. It's a treasure. It's amazing. The Haunted Mansion Lounge. It's amazing. Everyone will have fun there. And all the kids will be scared of it. And all people are like, oh my god, it's amazing! Oh my god! And you get drinks and food. A little bit of food.
Nice. And you got to do your own photo shoot there.
Yep.
Okay, Lily, how many times a day or how long each day did you spend in the Haunted Mansion parlor? Did you spend all day?
2 days to 1 day. 2
So
days.
2 visits in 1 day?
Yep.
Oh, I'm glad your parents got you out of there.
And did you know I sat in a Donald Duck chair?
Look at you in the Donald Duck chair. Oh, Lily, that had to be an amazing experience. All righty, girl. So we've talked about the ride. We've talked about the Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party and some of the changes they do there really quick. We've talked about the Haunted Mansion parlor. We've got to talk about our ratings for the ride. So if you were to give this ride a rating, from 0 being the worst to 10 being the best, what would you rank the Haunted Mansion?
Thousands. 10.
Guess what? I'm also a 10 or 1,000, however we can do it. So definitely a ride that we absolutely love. And I'm going to pause right there, Lily, because I think we've got more folks to thank for super chats. So Darina, thank you. And Scooter, thank you.
Scooter.
So, okay, Lily. We're going to kind of move into final thoughts now. So tell us a little bit about the show, the Haunted Mansion. Any final thoughts on the Haunted Mansion?
We want to meet and greets with the Haunted Mansion characters during the Halloween party and more merch.
Always more merch. So, and absolutely, Lily, how long would you wait in line to meet Constance?
Like 2 hours. years.
Years. So, oh.
They're having a Disneyland. What they're bringing in Walt Disney World.
I know. Like I said, Disney, you need to listen to Lily. She's got some great ideas. So maybe someday.
The other Haunted Meet and Greets at Disneyland at Walt Disney World, Magic Kingdom.
Mm-hmm. Alrighty, guys. Thank you all so much. This has been an absolutely amazing show for us. Thank you for coming and riding the ride with us. This is one of my favorite rides. I know this is Lily's, and I love to ride this with Lily in real life and even here with her virtually. So what we're hoping to do is do this once a month. So next month, kind of in a very similar format, we're going to cover another ride. So come back and spend some time with us then. But some special thank yous I just wanted to say here at the end. And pardon me as the big dog shakes his head. So thank you to all of our mods and to all of our producers. You guys have helped make this show for us a success. So Cakes, Jen, Ken, Marla, all of our mods, thank you from the bottom of our heart. Lily couldn't have done this without you guys. And then also, there's more folks out there that get a special thank you. The Pete's, Doug's, Thad's, Spaceship Ears, Park Bros, Living in Diz, Scuda, Magic Adventures, and I'm sure there's more that I'm forgetting. Everyone who helped promote this show and make this an absolute success for Miss Lily. So thank you. Thank you to all of our viewers for coming along with us tonight to ride Haunted Mansion with us. And like I said,
you forgot one thank you.
Who am I thanking?
Thank you for the super chat tonight.
Yes, and thank you for the super chats. Lily, did I forget anybody else?
Nope.
Okay.
You did Scooter?
Scooter. We didn't forget Scooter. So guess what, guys? We have one more surprise. So we just talked in detail about the Haunted Mansion ride. But guess what? Now let's actually go ride it all together. This stream, once it ends, is automatically going to drop you into another video on Lily's Life channel. It's a full POV of the Haunted Mansion. So, Lily, before we jump over there, you want to do a quick close?
Yep. Like and subscribe, share, comment, and mostly important, come back next month. Let's go ride!
Let's go ride!